welcome to a new episode of Bugle Battle Reports. But today we are not doing a battle report. It's just Martin here today, and we're going to be looking at the Space Wolf Codex / supplement. Just going to be going through the stratagems, and then we'll be going through a couple of army list ideas I have myself. I'm not going to be going through every data sheet because I think the index rules have gone through it quite well, and you'd all know what everything is doing currently. So just be looking at the new stuff with the stratagems, Warlord Traits, sagas, stuff like that, and seeing how I'm going to be playing them in future battle reports, hopefully. So the actual supplement itself is actually not that big compared to the Space Marine one. But obviously in this one we only have our unique Space Wolf units. So, straight into it, and we've got the stratagems up first. So, we have Go for the Throat, which I think is going to be a very good one. So, use a stratagem in your command phase if you're in the Assault Doctrine. Until your next command phase, each time a Space Wolf model from your army makes a pistol or melee weapon with wound roll of 6, increases AP by 1. Now, you can only use it once per game. Or once per game per battle. But how I'm thinking these are straight away would be with roofing. So you got all your thunder hammers. Obviously they're only -2 now. Roofing always count as being in the Assault Doctrine, so your hammers are -3. Use Go for the Throat. You now got -4 thunder hammers on your 6s. So I could make you roofing quite well again, as well as Thunderwolf Cavalry, things like that. So then we've got Cunning of Wolf. Glad to see it back again. I think that's what it was called in the previous codex. Basically just literally put one unit of infantry into Ankh. Now obviously you can do strategic reserve anyway for command points, but that goes by power level. This one is just one infantry unit. So again, a big brother unit of Wolfing or Terminators, and then turn 2, you come in from the deployment zone on any board edge 6 inches. So whereas strategic reserve, you gotta wait until turn 3. So if you're taking things like line breaker or engage your fronts, this could be a one for you. So we've got Empress Executioner in the face of 1,000 Suns, not really that great. Savage Strike, so that could be good. Use your stratagem in your fight phase when a Space Wolf unit from your army is selected to fight. If a unit made a charge this turn, then until a fight is resolved, each wound roll, add 1 to the wound roll. If that unit has 5 or fewer models, costs 1 command point, otherwise it costs 2. So again, it's going to be good for your Terminators and your Wolfing. So instead of having your Thunder Hammers wounding on 3s on most tanks, you're wounding on 2s, which is very, very good. Throw a Lieutenant or something like that in there, right. Strap that. Space Wolves don't have Lieutenants. Right, or Battle Leaders, should I say. Healing Bombs. So just your regular healing, not that great. Right, Pack Hunters, this could be good. So, in your charge phase, that one unit with engagement range of any Space Wolf unit. So if you've got something tied up already, and you've got maybe Thunderwolf Cavalry coming up the table, you can roll another D6 and discard the lowest, pretty much. Obviously, your Thunderwolf Cavalry can advance and charge already, so that helps them out. And you can also do the re-roll the wound roll on the teeth and claws. It's pretty good. 2 command points, not too bad if you've got some kick and route. And Relentless Assault. So Relentless Assault just gives you an extra 3 inches for consolidating. Quick by Storm, back again. I used to run a rune priest in early Spatial days, not so much anymore because I just don't think it's worth the points for us. So yeah, it's nice to have it back, but it's a bit meh. Always one hit's nice, but Deed Worthy of Saga basically just gives yourself a Saga ability to the character. Probably won't use it myself. So then we got the Trophy Restored. So it's just one extra relic basically. Then we got Fane of the Retinue, I think it's called. So you can get a bit of special issue war gear. You got the extra Warlord Trait, like most armies. Then up here we got Stratagems Nature, as I said. So basically lets you play around with your doctrines. That puts you in Assault Doctrine. So it could be good with Thunder Recovery and Wolfen again, Taloners. Obviously I keep saying Taloners Wolfen because that's what I play a lot of. Coward Charge. So basically this is your heroic intervene where a unit up to 6 inches in your opponent's charge phase, which is good. Right, so we've got Keen Senses back, which I'm happy to see. So good for your long fangs again. So it just ignores any modifiers onto your hit roll. So good for the long fangs again. If you're moving heavy weapons or infantry, and then if you're shooting at people in cover, stuff like this. So glad that's back. And then Runic Wards, use a stratagem in your opponent's psychic phase. After psychic test is passed, set one rules unit from the army 12 inches out of psychic unit. You can try and deny it as if it was a psychic. So I'm pretty sure the characters used to have one strat in 8th. Can't remember what it's called, but you can always try and deny one. So glad it's back, been renamed, and it's now any unit, not just characters, which is good. So then next up, go on to Warlord Traits. So, Warlord Traits. So we got Beast Slayer, still back in it from the Index rules, which is the +1 attacks against monster and vehicles, and +1 to wound and hit on monster and vehicles. So come out against a mech army or something like that with a Thunder Hammer, be very, very good. And we got Wolfkin. So it's always treated as being a shock assault and has made a charge move, and he makes D3 additional attacks instead of 1 because of it. So not too bad. Used to be just +1 extra attack, so it's not great from the previous edition. Warrior Born. So basically fight fast. You got Hunter. So add 1 to advance and charge rolls as Warlord, and you can charge and turn his file back. So again, that's pretty good. So you got Awe of Majesty. That's usually what Bjorn's got to have on him. So add 3 inches to his auras, and add 3 inches to any rights of battles and any other abilities up to a maximum of 9. And then the last one, we got Resolve of the Bear. Each time this Warlord lose a wound on or D6 on a 6, that wound is not lost. So 6 that feel no pain. And each time an attack is made against this Warlord, your opponent cannot reroll the wound and cannot reroll the damage. So 6 up Feeling Pain, 8 upgrade, because you can put the Relic, Space Marine Codex, Mantle, it's called, for 5 up Feeling Pain. But that one's pretty good. Not rerolling the rune rolls and damage against them. So then we come up to Sagas. So Sagas are what would happen if, for example, so you got Beast Slayer. So if your Warlord destroys a monster or vehicle, he then gets the aura of that 1 in 6 inches its model. Each time that unit makes a melee attack against a monster or vehicle, add 1 to attack's rune roll. So it buffs the units around. So then Wolfkin. So all you gotta do is kill a model in melee, your Warlord, then he'll gain the aura, while a friendly Space Wolf's core unit is within 6 inches of this model. That unit is always treated as having made a charge move for the purpose of shock assault ability. So you get the +1 hit, so you get the +1 attack. That's pretty good. So Wolfkin is looking good in my eyes somewhere. So then you got Warrior Born. So if enemy character model was destroyed as a result by a melee attack by your Warlord, then at the start of your 5 phase, each friendly Space Wolf core unit that was within 6 inches of this model and within engagement range of any enemy units fights first. Not too bad. So Hunter, we got successfully charging enemy unit with this model, which is easy enough to do. And we got its aura would be while a friendly Space Wolf core unit is within 6 inches of this model, that unit can declare a charge in the turn which it advanced. So again, just that's pretty good. Obviously you got to be within 6 inches of your Hunter, Warlord, whoever to actually do it, but could be useful. And if they're a Swift Hunter's core unit, then they can declare a charge in turn they fall back. So again, it gives you more flexibility, not being tied up, and stuff like this. And then Aura Majesty. At the start of your command phase, this model is within range of objective marker that's more than 6 inches away from your deployment zone. So control one of the middle objectives or opponent, he gets it. And then, so friendly Space Wolf units within 6 inches of him auto pass morale. And with that Warlord trait, it's increased by 3 inches, so you get 9 inches for your morale. So not too bad. And the last one for Saga, we've got Resolve of the Bear. So all you gotta do is take any runes from your model, and while a Space Wolf core unit is within 6 inches of model, each time you lose a rune, you get a 6 up Feeling Pain, like say. Yeah, not too bad, but I think Wolfkin is going to be the one for me. Okay, so now I'm going on to Relics. So we've got good old Armor Rust back again. So it gives you a 2-up save and a 4-up invulnerable. And at the start of 5 phase, you select one enemy unit with engagement range. And that unit cannot fight to all other units from your army have done so. So basically it makes you fight the last again, which is good. Everyone's happy to have that one back. Then we've got the Wolfman Stone back again. But obviously it has changed. So you can reroll charges for that unit. And then for core units, shall I say. And once per battle at the start of 5 phase, the bear can invoke the spirit of the Wolfman. If it does, select one Space unit within 6 of the bear, which has the Savage Fury ability. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, additional hit scored as a result of the Savage Fury, which is a 6 up, an extra hit, you now get on a 5 up. So, it could be very, very dangerous, that one could. I'm now thinking, Wolfen, you know, you got Nav, could come back into it. Fireheart, just not great. Plasma Pistol, not that interested in. Black Death, again, not that interested in. Mountain Breaker Helm. After making close combat attacks with the bearer, before you consolidate, you can set one enemy unit within 1 inch of the bearer, roll d6 on 2+, 6 d3 mortal wounds. Yeah, meh. Storm's Eye Librarian. Once per round in your psychic phase, after result, once per turn in your psychic phase, after doing your psychic power that was successfully manifested by the bearer, roll 1d6 for each enemy unit within 12 inches. On a 4+, they suffer 1 mortal wound. Still a bit meh about that, not that great. Bout of Beowulf. Each time a melee attack is made against the bearer, subtract 1 from the hit roll and wound roll. Now that could be useful. -1 hit and -1 to wound. So then we go across to special issue war gear. So yeah, we've got that antimantium mantle, which I said about before. So 5-up feel no pain. Artificial armor, 2+ save, 5-up invulnerable. Master crafted weapon. You add 1 damage to one of your weapons. What else we got in here? Wolftail Talisman. In Psychic Phase, each time model bears you reduce a wound as a result of mortal wound. 1d6 and 4+ that wound is not lost. I'm pretty sure that's what the deny psychic tests with a space for counter was, Nate. I was mentioning before. Then we got here, you can add 1 strength and 1 damage to frost weapons. And runic weapon, get to librarian, get +1 to deny, and you add 1 to strength. Not that interested really in special issue. A couple I probably would use there, being the anti-mantle mantle, and maybe the wolf's talisman. So then we've got the librarian powers for specials. I don't actually play any psychics anymore. I'll just run through them quickly. So you got living lightning back, pretty much exactly the same as it was before. Murderous Hurricane, again back as what was it? Well, it's changed, so now it's manifest on the 6 until you start your next psychic phase. If a unit is not wholly or within a terrain feature, a unit cannot fire Overwatch. And in the fight phase, that unit is not able to fight until after all spatial units from your army have done so. So that's not too bad. Tempest Wrath, cast on the 6. Until your next psychic phase, each time a model in your unit makes an attack, subtract 1 from that unit's hit roll. So just giving someone a -1 hit. Instincts Awoken, cast on the 6, and that does, to start the next psychic phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, the Assault Doctrine is considered to be active for attack instead of current active doctrine. If a Assault Doctrine is already activated for the army, then an unmodified wound roll of 6s improved the AP by 1. So that's pretty good actually. Yeah, I like that one. Stormcaller back again, and does exactly the same as before. Cast on the 6. Everyone within 6 inches of your priest receives the benefits of light cover. Jaws of Wild Wolf back again. Cast on 7. 1d6 for each model in a unit you target. Add in 1 to result if a psychic test was 9 or more, and on a wound roll of 6+, the unit suffers a mortal wound. Yeah, not that great. Right, then move on to chapter approved rules. Now this does interest me a lot. So we've got new secondaries we can choose from. So we'll go through them. So we've got Purge the Enemy. 1. So you take this instead of say Titan Hunter, bring it down, cut off the head, assassinate. You can take this one instead, which is If you select this objective, you score victory points for the following. So you score 2 points if any character units were destroyed or a Space Wolf unit from your army during this battle round. If no character units was destroyed but a character suffered 3 or more wounds, you score 1 point. You score 3 points if any monster units were destroyed by a Space Wolf unit on your army. A character monster unit cannot count towards both parts of this objective. You must select whether to treat that unit as a character or monster. So, it's not too bad, I think so. Obviously, it's very character monster vehicle. Character monster driven. So, then we go on to Heroic Challenge. So, on this one, it's the end game objective. So, at the start of your first command phase, you must select one Space Wolf character from your army to issue a challenge to your opponent. You must select one character model from that army to accept the challenge. If either player does not have a character model, they must instead select their warlords. So I love the idea of this, just warlord on warlord, 2 characters gunning for each other. So, first one, you're going to score 5 victory points and a battle for each of the following. So the model that accepted the challenge was destroyed. It accepted the challenge and was destroyed as a result of a melee attack. And the model that accepted the challenge was destroyed as a result of a melee attack by a model that issued the challenge. So say I pick Warlord on Thunderwolf, and he's going to issue a challenge to, say, Ben's Ultramarine Captain. If my Warlord goes and kills him in combat, I'll score 15 points. And let's be honest, we all want to see big characters face off against each other. So for me, I think I've definitely been issuing challenges a lot. Love it. Love it. So then we've got No Mercy, No Respite. So you can take this one instead of thin the ranks, grind them down, or while we fight we stand. So on this one, you score 2 victory points at the end of each battle round for each of the following achieved by your Space Wolf Warlord, for a maximum of 5 victory points. So 5 points per round you can score. So you got an enemy monster or vehicle unit loses any wounds as a result of a melee attack by your Warlord. A monster or vehicle unit is destroyed as a result by a melee attack by your Warlord. An enemy character was destroyed as a result of melee attack by your Warlord. 5 or more models was destroyed as a result of attacks by your Warlord. And at the start of your command phase, this Warlord is within range of objective marker that's wholly within your opponent's deployment zone. So you're just going to give that to whoever your Warlord is, and he's going to be just charging into the back lines, messing shit up, and just wrecking face. Like I said, I really love the idea of these secondaries so far, especially the challenge and the Warlord just going in, busting shit up. And the final one we got is Warrior Pride. Score 3 victory points any time if 2 or more Space Wolf units from your army are within engagement range of enemy units or have completed a charge move this turn. Again, really like that one. It's only 3 points, so you would need to score it every turn for a maximum of 15. But, like I say in most of my videos, I try and aim about 10 points per secondary. So 3 turns and 2 units in combat each turn. Pretty easy enough to do. So I'm definitely a big fan of these new secondaries. Love it. Right, so been through the Codex, just how brief you through some of the new stuff. So for myself, playing in 9th edition this book, are 2 list ideas. So this would be the basis for 1 list, which will be a main mech list. Loads and loads of dreadnoughts maybe we could get in, including like Beyond, Murderfang, some Shield Dreads, Redentors, because they're all core, apart from the characters, and they all get the -1 damage now, new data sheets. Obviously, they can strike 5 inches high now, so you can't just pop in a building and say, oh no, you can't touch me. I'd have some just basic troops as well for objective players always, and then I'll try and get as many outriders bikes in as I could. Obviously, ignore their ultramarines. They would be space wolves if I do this, because they got good strategy in primaire, so you can do like the transhuman, so you're only on 4+. You can do the hit and run, so you fall back and charge, etc. or shoot, and you can give him the skill bikers for once one hit, so you could go on the outflanks and stuff like that. You get your troops for objective prey, and then you just have a brother dreadnoughts literally just marching up the table. Because let's face it, as soon as Beyond gets in combat with someone, they're dead. And obviously you got Redentors and stuff like that. You can shoot in combat and still fight. So it's all nasty stuff. So I definitely recommend playing Dreads, the Dread mechanical list, and just some bikes for your speed to get around the table a bit. But obviously dreadnoughts aren't the fastest. So that would be my first sort of list idea of how I'd want to play. So yeah, my second idea. So my second list idea would be quite similar to how I've always been playing, with as fluffy, wolfy dogs as I can. Like this dog right here. So I still put Wolfen in, because I think with some of the new strats it could go very well still. They are still a power puncher. So come in, wipe your unit out, job done. Thunderwolf, I'm probably trying to run 2 packs now, and the Warlord. So with new data sheets and the strats we talked through, they're just awesome now, I think. Advance and charge in, getting extra hits and wounds, stuff like that. And then Terminators definitely would go in. More wounds now, and again, some of the strats in there can help them out. And I'll go double lightning cores still. Tracking Grey Hunters on objectives as normal. I wouldn't play Intercessors for Grey Hunters. And I'd still take Long Fangs now with Keen Sensors. Still not as effective as it used to be, but I would still take a shot on with just backfield objective. But yeah, definitely Wolfen, Thunderwolf, Terminus. The amount of strats and stuff you can use to boost them up now, they're just insane, to be honest, when you get them in combat. But that's it really. Wasn't quite sure how to do this video and stuff like that by myself, but hopefully you've enjoyed it. And yeah, please like, subscribe, check out our battle reports, and yeah, cheers and go on. I hope to see you dog soon.